Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. I'm AC Gamer,
I'm Chupacabra.
and we are over in Eastern Caranas doing a really eventful duo over here, actually. It seems to be working very well. We did have a little bit of a mess there just a minute ago. I think what we got is just a lot of repops, right? Or did you get like three while you were out there by accident?
Um, I had two, and then another one popped in front of me. So yeah, we had three gorge hounds, and they can hurt.
Yeah, so I went ahead and feared and dotted one of them, and in the process of doing that, we got another ad why the guy was feared, but we did manage to work that out. It wasn't too bad. Chupa was able to take on two mobs all by himself, and the third feared guy was taken on by my pet and my dot, so that was pretty eventful. But now we're going to be moving on to another location. So let me tell my pet to follow me, and we're going to start running. Chupa had the unique idea to try out crack spiders, and we probably will be able to do those. The only iffy part about that, and I'm going to change my spells up a little bit here, is the poison is nasty. So I need to get a
Yeah, buddy.
little heal just in case Choops needs it. Although he has a fungi, that regen may not be enough. I don't know what the damage on that disease, not dot that poison is, but it's a lot.
It's pretty substantial, yeah. So hopefully we can take them. I would think the key is to take them down fast if we can. So we're gonna pull one at a time.
Well, I'll try fearing him to start with, and that way we can kind of mitigate
Yeah,
how much damage you're taking. And then once you feel comfortable, maybe actually tanking him, we'll see if we can do that way.
maybe fear a few first. See if we can actually handle it, and if we can, then we can go ahead and transition to some face tank. See how
Ooh,
that works out.
watch out for that giant.
That is giant Terrible Earth Strider. He is for the Mage Epic.
Still don't like the look of him. But these
He
spiders over here are
he's
ready to
stuck in the tree,
attack.
by the way.
Oh, he's stuck in it.
Yep, he will not move from there. You have to actually fight him on the tree.
Looks like he's humping it actually.
So these guys are they con scowls, but I don't think they actually are.
Unless you're sitting down. Oh no, that guy's
Okay,
attacking
they
you now.
actually are. Yep, they fixed that.
Now there was a mob over there at the last camp that we were at. You guys probably saw it in one of the videos. It was an evil eye, and the one on the right was hard. You know, you kind of have to take out his pet. You had to take him out. He had a lot of damage that he could do. The one on the left, however, was a lot slower of a spawn. But when he did pop up, he only had like 26 hit points on him. But he gave experience as if he was the other guys. So I don't know if that is classic, if that's the case, or if that guy's broken. But either way, that's good experience for
Working as intended.
yeah for somebody who may have like 20, 30 minutes to go AFK and come back. You could probably do that at level 1, and I imagine you're going to get the full max experience of 8% per kill at that point.
Oh yeah, crack spiders are yellow, dude. I didn't think these guys were supposed to attack though.
Spiders, I think
That's
they do,
weird.
but only if you run right through them. I think if you're a little bit further away from them, you probably won't get hit by them.
All right, I have to keep an eye on that. You want to go ahead and have me pull to here?
Yeah. Let's make sure we got a good spot though. Like we're
It should be a
clear and
good spot, I
everything.
would think.
You got
Ish.
you got Spirit of Wolf still?
Nah.
We can move up. I mean, I can move with you. There's really not a lot up there to kill me other than the stupid guard that comes up every so often.
Yeah, Sir Morian.
As long as we kind of keep an eye on him. Like this middle of the road area is good.
Yeah, we can just. I think we can roam to these couple ones that are around here right now. I'm gonna pull it first,
I
and
got it.
then
I got it already.
watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back.
What's on my back?
Another crack spider back there.
Oh, and they are social. That's right. All right, let me go ahead and fear this guy. Okay, so he's feared. Let me go ahead and dot him up too.
He's getting melted.
60. Yeah, he's not going down nearly as fast as the other ones, but he's going down.
Once my backstab comes up, matter of fact, let me change this and get my haste up a little bit.
Let's see, yeah, he's yellow. So I am at 4 bubbles in. A
Look
little.
at that.
Wow, dude, I got about 25% of a blue off of that one kill.
You have space for silks.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yes.
If you don't, I can loot.
You can loot those in.
All All right.
Got a little bit, but not very much. Most of my space is taken up by pages or words. There's a
So for
few.
those of you that are doing tailoring, this is a great spot to loot silks.
Not quite as good as Fill the Bones. It's a lower level zone, so it's easier to kill those
Yeah.
guys, and there's so many more over there. But if you're going to be killing at this level,
On the move.
yeah. So this is going to be a good spot. You want to see if you can face tank them?
Yeah, let's try to face tank this one. If not, if I start taking too much damage, just go ahead and fear it. Yeah, rogue lion right there, but he's green, so I don't think he's gonna bother us.
Make sure this guy is yellow. Yeah, he's green. That lion always attacked me, but looks like he's going to leave you alone. Let's get my pet in there. And I'm not going to do any dots. I'm just going to kind of chill and watch. Other than leech. I'll get leech in there. Aw, yeah, look at that, dude. You're going to be able to solo these guys on your own. Wow, can you imagine how much experience you're going to be earning when you come back here?
Killing these at level 18?
Yeah.
Be crazy.
God, man, that's some good armor, is all I'm saying. That fungi, I can see why people pay the price that they do. So many classes can solo that would not be able to otherwise be able to do that.
Fungi's, it is a game changer at low levels. I mean, it really is.
At any level. Like, I've seen people use that at higher levels to be able to solo with a warrior, with a monk. I mean,
it's great at high levels, don't get me wrong, but at low levels, it really, really shines. All right, so Sir Morgan is apprehensive to me, so I'm good with him.
I'm a dark elf. He's going to hate me.
That's a good point. I'm not going to put my mask on.
Yeah, he's ready to attack for me.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't check the cracks, or that carry-on spider. Let me check him right now.
Yeah.
What you got?
I got my pet on.
Hey, little guy. All right. 2 silk. Oh, man.
What's up?
I can't evade.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I haven't been able to evade the entire time with your pet. I don't know if it's some kind of mechanic I'm not aware of or what.
You can get that first hit, though.
Yeah. I was able to get a backstab when I ran up because it was still looking at your pet.
Oh, there's that
poison.
Yeah.
What the? It's about to get real.
Well, you know what we could do if the need ever came for it was to... Oh, he has poison on him. I might have to heal him. Let me get rid of leech for a second. What is the name? Mend pet or something, right?
Renew bones. Does that sound right?
Mend bones. There we go.
Mend bones. There you go.
Get a little bit of healing on him. But what we could do is when at higher levels I could root him, and then when you need to do your backstab or you have the ability to do your backstab, I could step in and take the hit while you evade, and because I would be closer to the mob.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm trying to... When I have I can do this little thing where I shuffle forward and pull back my character, right. And the mob flips and lags a little bit as far as the reaction time to flip back. Only when I have though. I can't do it when I don't have and I'm able to do it real quick and do a backstab every so often.
Because I know some people can do a backstab even when they're soloing, and that's pretty skillful right there.
That's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do. They move forward like that and then flop back. You see how he turned?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't back out fast enough to do it without
Oh,
maybe
okay.
I'm doing something wrong. I don't know.
We'll get you some pots and definitely give it a shot. And if it comes down to it, I just back my pet off all the way, let you do that, and then send him back in. He's not doing too much damage, I don't think.
And yeah, I got pots. I don't use them. I'm cheap.
Well, with these spider silks, make a little bit flat. Every stack of spider silks that you get, that's 1 charge of Spirit of Wolf that you can cast.
That is very true.
Wow, look at that.
If it sells.
I'm looking at the damage of my
that
pet.
Poison.
Yeah, I think we should probably fear these things.
Sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
Same thing on my pet. He's still stuck at 40%.
There is a word here. Yep, word of quickening. You need it. Here. I got it for you.
You got it. All right.
Yep.
Something that you guys should be aware of is if you ever get traded something in a window versus looting it, it will not stack on something that you already have. So best idea is to pick that up and then drop it on your inventory somewhere and see if it will stack for you automatically. Okay, let me go ahead and get this guy feared for you.
Nah, this guy, don't worry about it. These don't have the same same poison as the crack spiders do.
Oh, okay. Do you have...
Do I have what?
I was gonna say, do you have that weapon? What is it? The Deadwood staff or stave or whatever that gives you some life when you hit?
No.
Alright, then let me give you some of my life. What am I gonna get rid of? Let's get rid of Dark Pact for now.
Poison's wearing off. Don't worry about it. I'm about to start regening like crazy right now.
You sure?
And you should be pretty close to. You should be pretty close to dinging.
Yeah, I'm about 4 blues.
Nice. Yeah, I'm positive, man. Once this poison wears off, the hit points should start ramping up pretty quick. And I think we have a good way ahead as far as just snaring and fearing, and then you can sit down and gain your mana back. You just do those 2 things, and you should be good to go. And it's backstab for days.
Well, we did try it without it, and I think as long as you could resist the poison, maybe if you had like some poison resist gear,
yeah,
then it's just that poison is so nasty. Like everybody who's ever hunted here says the exact same thing. Watch out for that poison.
Yeah, my resist is only 46 for poison.
I mean, at this level, if you even have resist, that's already a step in the right direction.
Yep.
Let's see, how many are there? There is one that traveled over there in the other corner. I'm surprised there's nobody else here killing. This is usually a very populated area. A lot of, necromancers, druids for sure.
Druids, yeah, druids, enchanters, necros.
I haven't really seen a lot of enchanters, actually.
It's pretty good to do it here. One thing I think Fox was talking about the other day, as a matter of fact, like, because Sir Morgan will sit there and start attacking mobs, and if you can time it correctly, you can charm the mob that he's attacking when it's low on health, and then pull it back to you, and he'll stop attacking it because it's no longer a creature NPC. Now it's a pet, so he doesn't attack your pet as long as he likes you.
Right.
And then when you pull it far enough away from Sir Morgan, you just break your charm and nuke it, and it's free XP.
Alright, so he's gonna resist my fear. I see how it's gonna go. There we go. I'll probably have to
even if you do reverse kiting where you get aggro like that, and you, like you were just doing just now, you were walking backwards or whatever the case is, just in time, just enough to get space between you and the mob for your fear.
Right.
I'm still able to go ahead and chip away at it.
Well, because I put that dot on him right away, and so that...
Yeah.
But I think if you got a big enough hit right off the bat, you might be able to steal that aggro.
Yep, he just flipped just now.
I'll do it just in case. Keep you at full life.
He's just about
resisted.
dead.
He resisted anyways.
Yeah, he's about dead anyways.
You're still full. Alright, let me see if I can find another one. I think there's... Yeah, right up here. Yeah, so situations like this definitely would come in handy with that Spirit of Wolf.
Oh, got one right back here actually, bro.
Repop?
I just roamed in here. Ooh.
Oh, he resisted.
Yeah, he's running. Slow down.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Oh, and he resisted again? You gotta be kidding me.
Just try to fear it when you get a chance. Let me, there you go. Oh, you son of a... The second hit.
Alright, that one took. Let's get this guy feared. Man, he's feared. So you said you got a poison on you?
Yeah, he poisoned me on the second hit.
This guy's weird.
I don't think it'd be that bad because as long as I'm not getting hit in the face by him, I'm not losing hit points.
Right, but still, like, the dot alone...
Yeah, it's pretty substantial.
I've seen it kill people. I've seen it at Thum when he was over here with his druid.
Yeah.
40% life, wasn't able to stop himself from dying with that thing on him. Let's see, we got 2 more out there. They respawn pretty quick. I think even with our duo, we're going to have a little bit of a trouble keeping up with it. Because I'm at 17. This is resist. I think maybe a couple more levels, maybe even one more level, and I won't get resisted as much.
19. You spell it 19 or is it 20?
I just got it at 16, so I doubt I'll be getting it this soon at 19. Get out of the way of that tiger.
Oh, crud.
I knew he was coming.
That's fine.
Put my pet in there to help you. It's a fun zone. There's so many things you can do in here, and I know at night you got those undead reavers that pop up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you can really take your pick on what type of mob you prefer. Druids kind of like it because they can charm animals, and it's a wide open zone so they can kite them around. I don't see clerics having any advantage in this zone. There's not really undead other than maybe those undead reavers.
The undead reavers, but I think they hit pretty decent.
Well, and they only spawn during the nighttime, so you'd have to wait a decent amount of time before they pop up. It's almost like over at the Wrath Mountains, Lake Wrath's here.
Oh, Lake Wrath. Yeah, that zone line. Yep.
And those guys are nice, but there's so many of them. Like, it's really hard to kind of spread that out.
They're pretty tight in there, yeah.
Okay, so he did not resist. Oh, yeah, right. He's going to resist me, and then he's going to come after me anyways. Come on. Isn't there a fear clicky of some sort?
There's a staff. Staff of Dreaded Gaze.
Is that Necromancer?
It's expensive, yeah.
It is expensive. How much are we talking?
I don't know, maybe 30s, 40s, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Well, it's an item that maybe one day we'll see. Maybe not use, but we'll see it. That's crazy, dude. Where's that drop?
Kesora off of Zalgaz, the guy who drops the Fang for half of the key to Howling's Dome.
Ah, so that is why I always see a Necromancer camping in that spot.
Yeah. Plus that area, I mean, Kesora's Necro heaven, dude. I'm sorry. That place is just nuts for a Necromancer. Everything's undead.
I have never gone to that zone. Not saying that I go to that zone all the time, but I've never gone to that zone and not seen that area camped by Necromancer.
Yeah. I've been there twice and not seen anybody camping it. But I couldn't hold it long term. There's no way that at the levels that I went with Aplar, I was too low to hold it long term. I just chain petted Zalgaz to get the tooth, and I rolled out.
Right. Now, with that area obviously being a little bit challenging on its own right, but such a great item that drops with a high price on it, I'm guessing like once every 3 weeks I think drops or something crazy like that.
It's pretty rare, man. I've known Necromancers that spend weeks at a time down there. They don't leave.
So,
and
like worse
still
than the
come
fungi.
out empty-handed. Yeah, I think it's worse than the fungi. Like a lot.
That's what I'm thinking with that kind of price.
Yeah, and I gotta look at the stats of it. I don't know if there's other stats on it. I don't know if it's a one-hander or a two-hander. I don't know a whole lot about it.
Well, a free fear spell like that clears up a slot on your inventory, and it's free. Like, you can cast as many times as you want. So that's
it does.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, the cast time on it and stuff too.
Yeah, but I mean, you do get root and you do get snares, so like you can make anything work with a Necro if you got that.
Yeah, it definitely helps out. I mean, a free, like you said, a free spell gem is a free spell gem. You can get your Screaming Terror in there instead. For the all the time. You can get a lot of different things in that spell slot if you need to. Because Necros have some viability for groups.
I can't even put all my dots on my spell bar, and I'm not even a high enough level where I have all the dots that Necromancers get. So
you get 3 lines.
I thought you get a little bit more than that. Like right now, I got my Engulfing Darkness, I got my Heart Flutter, and I got my Heat Blood. So those are 3 different lines right there. And I don't have. Let me see what's the name of it. I don't have my Infectious Cloud up at all. So.
Oh, it's true. The poison dots for Necromancers aren't great.
Yeah, they weren't great for a Shadow Knight either, but they're an extra dot that stacks. And if you got the extra mana and the fight's going on for long enough, like in Kale, some of those fights can take a long time. So I would cast all my dots on those dudes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think the poison dots, mana on return type thing, it's It's the least effective, I believe. And then higher levels, you also get another one. I don't know what it falls under, if it's magic or what, but Splurt's really nice.
I guess it comes down to, do you have the mana to spare? Because if you're
Yeah,
in a
Splurt.
group with like a bard, or you got clarity or something along those lines, even though I know your lich spell is even better than the clarity is, but if you got those on there, you're not having to worry about your life. You could technically maybe I don't know, have the mana that you just like, you don't need to worry. You can just cast every dot you got.
Right.
But you said Splurt is what?
Splurt is a 51 spell. It is a, I don't know the correct terminology for it, but it starts off at a low number, like at 11, and it ramps up every tick up to 170 something damage.
That's pretty cool. Like almost like a mana burn, kind of, without the mana burn.
If that's what mana burn does, I mean, it just ramps up on the when you put it on the mob. So you will, root it, put Splurt on it, and go on to the next one.
Wait, the mana burn one, it would do, I think it was a 1-to-1 ratio for the first mana, or the first tick, and then the second 2 mana that it would cast, it would be 4, and then so on and so forth and so forth, to the point where it would use all your mana.
That's crazy.
And it would burn it all the way down. But you do so much damage to the mob that it was almost kind of a last-ditch effort. Oh, my life is really low, but I have, 60% mana to go, but my dots aren't killing it fast enough. Let me go ahead and cast that on it, and pretty nice. I mean, it's an Everquest 2 thing, but
yeah, Splurt is a great spell. It's really cheap to cast, and yeah, it's increasing damage per tick, kind of like the shaman's epic weapon.
Right.
Proc. They're clicky on their epic, the Spear of Fate. It's a very similar effect.
That'd be kind of cool to play around, but 51, that's a little bit of a ways away. I doubt I'm going to get there anytime soon.
Yeah, I think it's 51. I mean, we can check with Cypher to verify. You got a crack spider coming your way from behind.
Get out of the way. We don't need 2 of those the same.
Not right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it though. I just didn't want you to get jumped while you're sitting down.
Yeah, because I just know when you're sitting down, you get hit so much harder.
You get hit from Max. It sucks.
Might get that lion too.
Nah, it's fine. He can chew on me for a little bit.
Yeah, you get hit for the max, but I'm more worried about that poison. Like, it doesn't do too much to you, but I can imagine what it's going to do to me.
It would. Yeah, it would wreck your face, probably.
If I have something I can siphon, maybe, but I don't have that Eye of Zom. That would be really nice. I know a lot of necromancers use that. That thing's going for like 120k.
Yeah, he's all bent out of shape about it.
Yeah, thankfully, I have not picked any character that requires an insane item like that. Shamans, you gotta have torpor, and unless you just get insanely lucky and get into a group that just does not want to roll on it, you're gonna have to buy it. What is it, 120, 130k now?
120. I see it as a shaman has to have their epic. A shaman with an epic and a fungi opens up a lot of avenues for you to go and do things.
So does torpor.
Torpor just busts things wide open where you can face roll a bunch of mobs and they can't keep up with how much health you're getting back. I.e., dragons and western wastes.
Yeah. So it's a necessity almost to that point if you want to do those really high-end content by yourself. But
the cool thing is, a cheaper route. I mean, granted, it's still expensive. Fungi plus epic is 80k-ish. Depending if you can get a force to help kill the last mob for your epic, and you grind out the faction needed for it, and you can find a tier for a good price. 80k versus 120k for Topor. And what you can do is you can go farm smaller camps that you don't need Torpor for, and make your money that way. And your fungi is still something that you can liquidate fast. It will sell.
Oh yeah, but if you had all of that, you had your fungi, your epic, and
if you had all of it, yeah, if you had all of it. But you can move things around at least, anyways. You have options. I think the end all be all, the must-have item is definitely your Spear of Fate. The faster you get that, the more money you're gonna make. Because that effect, that clicky effect on that Spear of Fate is nuts.
Some people will make a lot more money than others. I tend to play mine more in groups, and because of that, the money is never really like just rolling in like I have seen with some people that solo.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I prefer groups, and actually, when I bring my shaman to group with people that I don't know, like I'm in a random group somewhere, they get upset. They get mad. Why are you grouping, man? You should be soloing. Blah blah.
With a shaman?
With the gear that I have.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, well, I like grouping.
I never really understood that. Nano had the same thing happen to him. He went to City of Mist with his Necromancer, and people gave him flack, and they're like, hey, why aren't you soloing? Why are you trying to get a group? That's just weird. I mean,
as if you're leeching their experience or something.
Yeah, but how are you, like, you'd be adding that much more. In fact, not only can you solo these things, which means you are a group onto yourself, you're helping them out by killing faster, which means they can kill more.
Yeah.
How's that a bad thing? Like, I don't understand
People for me anyways, they get upset because of the fact that when I slow, I don't back off and I don't worry about it. I just slow and I stand right there, go toe to toe and do damage. But so you can for me it's tanks that get upset because they feel like they're not able to do their job. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to help, man. I like grouping, and in certain zones it's better than soloing.
I never take it personally. I've seen people out there who are amazing at pulling, and they're playing a class like an enchanter. If you can pull better than me on an enchanter than on my Shadow Knight, all for it. I'm not gonna take that personally.
Nope, not one bit. Have at it, brother.
Because you're helping the group out. In fact, you're making me get more experience in the long run, and because I'm lazy a lot of the time, I get to, take it easy.
I'm gonna sit on my fat ass and just wait for you to get back.
Alright, so that guy did a little bit of damage, but that's just because he kept resisting fear.
Yeah, that thing hurt you a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but I get it on the next guy. I think every class, though, and we've said this, we've gone through it, we've even shown in many of our groups that every class has a place in the group if you're willing to find it. Everybody brings something to the table. It's just unfortunate.
That's a thing, though. You gotta be willing to play the class for the group that you have.
Some groups don't want it, though. Like, that's so unfortunate that they don't even give you the chance.
Yeah, or you get people that don't want to adjust to your group dynamics. Like, you can't play a certain character the same way every single time. It's not gonna work.
Well, because I hate hearing some druids can't get into groups, but then I also hear the other flip side of that, like you're talking about, where there's druids that get into groups and they're like, I'm not gonna heal.
I'm not healing. Yeah, I'm not healing, or I'm not doing this, that, and the other. I'm just going to buff.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, you gotta be able to utilize your character in different ways. And I think that's the fun part, is like trying something out. As long as you're honest with the group and being like, hey, I've never done this before, they are most of the time more than willing to give you the leeway to figure it out.
And I get, druids at a certain level, they suck for healing. There's other characters that are better. There's other classes that are better.
You've seen it, though. Like,
cleric, obviously.
With some of our groups, like, you don't need a lot. We've been in groups where bard healing is more than adequate to do the slow pulls that we got. Same thing with druids. Like, you may not be able to do a complete heal, but you could still heal.
Bard heals, I think, are better in certain areas. Certain scenarios, bard healing is going to be way better than druids because, one, doesn't take mana. Two, he can keep it going. A druid's going to be limited by their mana. If they can't get enough mana back, then yeah, you're kind of SOL.
But you just slow the pulls down.
You have to be willing to do that, and some groups just aren't. So for us, it's different because, we know each other.
What's the alternative? Like, if you don't have the druid and you have nobody else to heal all...
Yeah, once they're able to find a true healer, it's like, hey man, I've been asked with Chupa with pickup groups. I've been asked with Chupa when I was grouping with him before to leave.
Wow, that is something else, man.
And I'll buy out. I'm like, cool, man. I'll just go make freaking 3K today. Let's go. I just start porting. Yeah, it sucks, man. I'm like, these guys are assholes.
That's messed up, dude.
You should have dinged already, dude. You dinged?
No, not yet. I'm right there on the line. Right on the line.
All right. I'm getting more experience than you then.
Well, you're a little bit lower, aren't you? You're different. Away. You're a different class too, or different race. Different races have that.
I don't think it's the race. I think it's the actually class penalties
doesn't make any
taken out.
Yeah, but the race is still in there.
Bonuses for classes are still in though. Like warriors can level faster than casters.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I knew like the halflings got, I think, 13 or 11% more experience because of their race.
You can be a halfling warrior is, I think, the best.
The weirdest combination, but maybe the best one.
Hey, Will Fight, man. He's a halfling warrior. Will Fight. Philbus is a halfling warrior.
Oh, and there's my level right there, guys.
These are big boys. You know what I'm saying?
You know, for me though, as somebody who just kind of likes the roleplay aspect of games, I've always assumed that the tank, the main guy who's taking the hits, needs to be big.
Big and burly?
Well, maybe not burly, but just big, just so that everybody can see where he's at. Because you're like the focus of like raids, especially when you're taking on these big giant dragons. If you're a little tiny itty bitty thing and people are like, oh, turn the mob, people can't see you turn it because you're so small.
Yeah. I don't have no problem seeing your guy.
Right? But if you do got somebody like that, they're the focus point. And I know in Everquest Live, they went ahead and started adding these like weird little markers you could put on people, little skulls and like flags, and like so you can keep track of where people are, because people want that eye candy almost, where like I need to know where that dude is. Kind of hard to do that with a small little tiny dwarf or something.
That's why I like when they introduce the is it enlarge? Or grow?
Yeah.
Grow?
Those were cool.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like having a giant gnome running around,
awesome.
or a giant dwarf taking up the entire area.
Halfling. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So I don't mind that. There's nothing wrong with the race itself. It's just like you want that size to kind of make it where people can, grab around it and I don't know, just be a thing more than it is.
All right, bit of long pull. And I should have gotten some bow and some arrows on this guy.
Well, you probably weren't expecting to do a lot of pooling if you're doing some soloing. You just kind of killed.
I wasn't at all. I mean, there's some scenarios, some points in Oasis that I wish I had a bow too, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I still haven't done it on my warrior yet. My warrior has been grouping almost exclusively, and so he hasn't really had to pull too much. Thankfully, he's gotten very lucky on that. We put Thum through. Now that I've seen it for myself, kind of gone through some of these levels, we put Thum through like a living hell. The way we made him pull and do all this kind of like splitting, like just doesn't work out for that class as well as we wanted to. And he was doing the taunting without the equipment.
Don't worry about the carrion spider. I'm just gonna keep him on me. He's not gonna hurt me.
Yeah, I was gonna fear the other one though.
Yep.
There we go. But I think Thum handled it really well. I think he kept on, he kept going. He listened to a lot of people tell him that the lower levels, until you get into like the 46s, 48s, we're gonna be rough, and that perseverance for that class I think is key.
I think he was just accepting of it, and he went through it way more legit than you and I did, or have so far. Like no kidding, he had shit for gear.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not horrible. Like he had some good stuff. We don't want to like badmouth the equipment that people were using, but it definitely wasn't twinked in any way.
I'm saying compared to us though.
Yeah.
Compared to us, his gear, it was what it was. I mean, the dude was wearing.
He was wearing chain for a long time there.
Yeah, like chainmail, not even banded, but something weird.
It was whatever we could find, and we tried to get him the best stuff. We bought him a couple weapons here and there. Oh yeah, like now he's just decked out. You guys will probably have seen by this point he got his breastplate.
His Thurgadin quest armor.
And
I think he's almost got a full set, right?
Yeah, he just needs the sleeves at the time we're taking this video. He just needs the sleeves and I believe one bracer. And he's gotten everything.
Because he's already has one bracer. He just wants to get the other one to get the full set.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
So that should be pretty cool when we can get him all that. And I'm not quite sure what else he needs besides like the Wave Crasher and Infestation for his weapons. As far as his armor goes, I think he's pretty good until he can get to...
Even his weapons are good. I mean, his weapons are not bad. Frostbringer and Sarnite Battlehammer are not bad at all.
No, I'm just saying, like, things for him to work towards. Like, everybody has to have that one item that they're working for, but...
Oh, well, if you want to get all uppity like that, man, you might as well go get a Will Sapper.
Yeah, but that's, like, really... Like, the Wave Crash, I think, is doable. Like, we could go to Siren's Grotto Get Nybers in there. He's definitely knowledgeable about that zone.
It's still one of those pieces we have to have a specific setup,
Oh yeah,
and
but
that specific setup being an enchanter that knows what they're doing, or possibly a bard, but I don't think so.
I think if Noddle knew the zone as well as Nybers did, maybe. But we need that experience, that knowledge.
I think his charm just wouldn't be able to hold out like an enchanter can.
I would hate to say that
charm,
though, because he thought for sure, like everybody told him, you can't charm those guys down in the king room. And we went down there and he gave him a shot, and he was like, I was able to do it easy. Like he got some skills.
It's just those breaks, because a missed note on the song and or the charm not lasting the full ticks like it's supposed to, because I think they still have a chance of breaking early. I don't know. The bards trip me out, dude. I have no idea how they really work. D19, by the way.
Congrats, man. Dude, you're catching up.
This tune was only level 9 earlier this week.
Well, some tunes level a lot faster than others. This is definitely one of yours.
Yeah.
But it's good.
I'm enjoying them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like my rogue, even though I haven't really played him all that much. He's only like in the 20-somethings, 27, 28. But he's so fun. The DPS that you can do is like hands down better than nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he is snared.
And it's sustainable DPS. It's not like, a wizard casting something and then sitting down and meding for 20 minutes like we talked about earlier.
Right, this is frustrating. You don't get resisted as much. And
melee DPS is always something that is sought after more than, caster DPS, because of the fact that it's sustained. You gotta be able to turn attack off, though, at higher levels.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, you just kill yourself.
Yeah. Enrage.
I've seen a Lard do it a couple of times. I've seen monks do it a lot. Monks are very forgetful.
Thum does it all the time, man. It's painful to see. It really is.
To be honest, though, like the first time it happened, I think he was kind of still confused on what it meant. And then the second time, he asked more questions, and it didn't happen after that. Like, he was like, okay, I'm going to turn it off. So
yeah,
he got used to it.
He just flat out just turned it off. But, I mean, yeah, he was getting confused between Rampage and Enrage and stuff like that. And then, do you have to turn it off completely, or can you hit it from behind? That kind of stuff.
And in all fairness, we really keep things pretty simple. Like, we don't go to high-level mob zones to take on, like, the really epic fights. In KO, we're just killing regular dudes. In Seb, we're usually killing regular guys with no special enrage properties.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really had to deal with that on a regular basis.
That's why I like to get him. I mean, granted, I can't play as much as I'd like to, for reasons, right? But if we could, it'd be nice to get him into certain areas where he has to practice positioning, he has to practice movement, that kind of stuff. Because moving a mob is going to be really important for him later on, and he doesn't really have a whole lot of practice in it.
I loved positioning a mob. I thought that was like the greatest thing ever when you could do it.
I'm still getting used to it. I on my warrior, I mean, granted, he's only level 10, right, in grouping in Kern's Tower, but it's better to start now than to wait later on, and then I'm hosed because I just got slapped because my cleric can't get to me or whatever the case is.
Yeah, see, I don't do it too much with my warrior or with my Shadow Knight when we play, mainly for the fact that our groups are always so well balanced and we know each other. I don't really have to overcompensate too much.
Right.
We're gonna get another ad here, I bet.
He walked right past, so as long as you don't get too close, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and backstab him real fast.
Alright, I'll let you get.
How's your mana?
I'm good, I'm at 43. I'm gonna have to heal my pet here in a second. He took a...
He got poison?
I guess. He's going down a little bit faster than I would like. Here we go, Min Bones.
Well, so you can just sit him down if you want to for a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna have to go AFK for a minute after this one. You can go upstairs and get a drink.
Interrupted again. Stop moving, man. There you go. But guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I definitely want to thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm AC Gamer.
Chupacabra.
Till next time.
Subscribe.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.